In the last episode, me and Hornet reached the Chapel of the Reaper and we got ourselves the crest. Then there was a brand new boss with Morwing. It was a pretty tough fight, but we won though. Then I found Wormways and got instantly lost. Didn't even know where to go after that, but this is where we are right now. There's an area of the map we haven't actually explored yet. And that's what we're doing right now. For instance, I never seen this elevator before. It's right there though. I am going to be probably using it and seeing where that goes right after we explore this place. Let's go a little further up. I'm wondering what's up there. I'm probably gonna find out sooner or later. Once we get something like a double jump or something. Gotta keep going this way. This place isn't even on the map. Okay, well damn. Whole bunch of vines and spikes just stabbed Hornet a little bit. Just a little bit. And this is going to be Sister Splinter, which is another boss. We got beat. I'm not showing that. We came back though. And like I said, we're going to be using this elevator. This just brings us down to the bench, which is going to be hella useful since we ended up losing to Sister Splinter for over an hour. But I did learn a few things about fighting her, and I'm going to be explaining that right now. Like this attack right here, it does have a pretty wide range, so you have to move a little bit out of the way when she attacks. A little further than you think you would, basically. Now when those vines shoot down, you can break them with 3 attacks. Hold on, we just got her dizzy. This is the end of the first phase of the fight. Now she's going to be sending her little warriors after us, which are these guys. I don't know what they are, like dragonflies or something like that. We're going to have to take them out. These guys are kind of tough. It takes 3 attacks to take them out, but they spin, which does prevent you from getting an attack in there. You're going to have to avoid these attacks while all that's happening. You can attack them from the bottom, or you can attack them from the top. When they're not spinning, you can attack them from the front too. So that basically covers her little mini-me's or whatever you want to call them. But we got her dizzy again. Allows us 3 attacks, but we got disrupted by her little helper. I don't know what to call him at this point. We're getting a few extra strands of silk. Just use the thrusting attack to break the vine, which is the other way of doing it. It's actually the best way of doing it if there's multiple vines that come down from the ceiling. There's a whole bunch of them now. You see that? Just 1 strike. Just got her dizzy for the 3rd time. After a little mini disappears, it kind of becomes easier, but you have to take them out pretty quick. That's the way to do it. So we just took that one out hella fast. Now we're back to fighting her by herself, which is actually what you want. You don't want to face her with those things around. It's the most annoying thing ever. But the good news is that she only releases one of those little mini-me's and not 2 of them every single time. Back to full life. Got her dizzy for a 4th time. That's the thing about this boss, is that she has a lot of life. But we finally got her after all that. And we didn't get nothing from it. Kinda saddens me deep down inside my heart. Not playing around. We're going to be going this way and seeing what's hiding here. Haven't been this area neither. Trying to find a breakable wall. There's nothing there. Let's go a little further down. And there's a brand new enemy here. It's kind of nasty looking. Little head pops out of it. Like, what the hell is that? You can find that in a horror film or something. But there's another one of these flower things right here. I don't know what they're called, but they're nasty as hell. We're just avoiding all that. And we got hit. Can't really avoid that one, so we might as well just take it out. Got a few little balls of light from that, which gives us a little bit of string back. Got another one of these flowers here. We have to take it out. It makes it kind of annoying since it's kind of out of reach and it's not really coming closer to us. It's just content on staying there. Like, does it have something against us or something like that? It wants to fight, right? Okay, we finally took it out. Let's go over here, bounce off these flowers and stuff, and then we found ourselves a new pathway. And another one of these flowers with the popping head, which just looks nasty. Here's a breakable wall, though. Hopefully it leads us to something that's cool. Because that would be great, especially since we're just trying to navigate through all these traps and everything. That's what I would call them. Spikes everywhere. You only have a very limited amount of space to stand on. Okay, we're here now. Hopefully we don't die here. Only have one alien head left, and I just had to run into that flower. Well, we're back now, and I learned that we're just going to be taking these things out before proceeding. Best course of action, in my mind. Alright, like 2 more hits, and it'll be dead. Or maybe 1. Hold on. Missed our opportunity. I'm gonna try it again. One more time. Alright, we finally got it. Going to be going for the other one, which should be easier since I'm just gonna take it out real quick, which just happened. Breaking through another breakable wall, and we seem to be going higher. Is it leading us to a different pathway? More than likely it is. Gonna have to heal pretty soon. Let's do that. And get some extra strength. I forgot which one of our items does this, but those little balls of light that gives us string has been hella useful, especially during boss fights and everything. Let's go over here. Seems to be another pathway I haven't looked at yet. And what is this? Let's inspect it. Seems like we're getting ourselves a brand new item. Can't wait to see what it is, though. Same little message that they give every single time we find something. Now we're binding. And we got Cling Grip, which allows us to shear surfaces and leap to rapidly scale heights. I think this thing is pretty cool, to be honest. I think it's better than a double jump. We could climb walls now. I mean, their possibilities are endless. I'm gonna have to test this in the other levels and see what I find with it. Also, I am planning on getting that little secret key, but it costs a lot. I think 500 rosaries. I don't know how long that takes. It's one of those items you have to grind for, apparently. But we have to take care of one of these things again. I'm just gonna call them dragonflies. They don't look like dragonflies. They look like some sort of mutant insect. But that's what I'm going with. And can we climb up? Seems like we can. Another one of these dragonflies up here. that spins like a tornado. It's hella weird. Like, you would never think an insect like this exists, but it's here. And it's trying to kill us. Badly. We don't want it to happen. And we didn't let it happen. Alright, we're going somewhere. I don't know where, but we're going. Alright, let's drop down, I guess. And I've seen these things around. I guess they're purple bees or something like that. They're attacking us. We're not caring. We just want their home destroyed. Now they're homeless. And they have to find themselves food, jobs, everything. We've messed up their life, apparently. Now they want us dead. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. But we didn't let them get revenge. I don't know where I'm going with this. Hold on. What is this? These little purple flowers, we're supposed to destroy them or something? I don't know. I'm probably going to be coming back for that and regretting not destroying every single one of those, but let's continue this way. I think we've been here before. We're definitely not going down that way. Let's go in and check out the other side again. Maybe we missed something. I'm not sure. We were here before. And we found ourselves a whole bunch of rosaries. Don't really have too many at this point, so I need as many as possible. Only got 43 right now. For me to get that secret key, I'm gonna have to really grind it out. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna be doing that or not. Let's keep exploring this place. Maybe there's something else I'm missing. More than likely I am, because I didn't explore this place the first time around. Alright, let's head down a little bit. Maybe we should check out the other side. Oh, there's that one area that I wanted to check out. Like, before we came here, we didn't have the wall shear or whatever. I already forgot the name of that thing. Okay, let's jump up and break this breakable wall. There's a whole bunch of breakable walls here. We're going towards a boss or something? I'm assuming we are. What is this? Another brand new enemy? The developers are kind of impressing me right now with this level of enemy variation in this game. And we are close to some sort of objective. John Bell? I don't know what that symbolizes. But give me a second right here. I'm actually going to be thinking about it real quick. And I think I remember now. We're trying to free the bugs hanging at the haunted Bellhart. We spoke to Chakra about this a little earlier. And apparently it's because of a spider that's around here somewhere. And I'm assuming this is the area they're in. And we have to somehow head towards that bell symbol. Or that bell icon on the map. Another breakable wall here. And this is taking us somewhere. There's no breakable wall there, so we have to head down. And there's another one of these enemies here. Let's take it out. The big ones can get taken out, but their helmets kind of protect them a little bit. Let's just wait. Once it heads down, we're just going to climb on the wall, and there's an opening right here. And it only serves as a place for us to have a little bit of safety. Okay, we got hit. Let's go back into that space and then slide down. And go here. Alright, there's two of these enemies that are waiting for us. We have to take them out. Got ourselves a full silk wheel that allowed us to heal a bit. And we're getting pretty close to that bell icon. I keep calling it a bell icon. It's a bell symbol. Well, we have some rosaries up here waiting for us. Let's go ahead and grab it. Might as well. We're in the area. And then we can head back down. There's more of these guys here. That's kind of weird. Usually when you take them out, they're done. But this time they just respawn a couple of new enemies. Well, we came back here. And while we're attacking this big guy, we found a breakable wall. So that's more than likely where we'll be going next. Okay, we just fell on spikes there real quick, but let's get our cocoon back and revenge on these guys. Why do I freaking keep on falling on the freaking spikes? Okay, I don't get it. I need to go up here and heal a little bit. Now we can head back down. And what happened to the other one? He just disappeared or something? This more than likely means there'll be another pair of those guys once we get back down there. And I don't see no way of going up or a breakable wall. Exactly, they're back. How many of them are there here? I don't even know. Should I even find them? Let's do it. Freaking need the life. Back up to 5 alien heads now. Let's go ahead and jump down. Barely avoid those bells, and there's open in here. Now, before we go down there, let's see what's here. There's actually a breakable wall. And a way to get back to the bench. Let's see how far away it is. Hold on. Stick bug. Death. Got knives. Couldn't handle us though. Took that guy out. Now we have to go this way. I'm trying to get on the upper platform, but that's not happening. And unfortunately, we kind of ran into the spikes. That guy was kind of tricky. Alright. Let's keep heading up. There is a breakable wall there. But we'll just go ahead and break this one for now. I'm not sure how to do that with the spikes on the bottom. That's where it is. Let's go back the other way. We gotta fight the stick bug. Had to just take that thing out. But it did cost us a ton of silk. It is what it is for now. Alright, looks like we're getting closer. I'm hearing something. And it sounds freaking disgusting. What kind of noises are those anyways? And it looks like we found our spider. A world strung to serve. Looks like Hornet is not taking any of that. What role do you play in this vile affliction? She's asking. We're Burflin, precious child of worm and weaver. I guess she's talking about Hornet. And it seems like she has a grudge against her and her mom. Alright, let's go ahead and fight this new boss. And the name is Widow. So we lost the first time, and I'm going to be going over how I'm going to be beating this boss. Now that one move is kind of easy to do. You just dash and then you hit up and then the slash button. Now for the normal fighting, when she's actually drawing on the strings to bring down the bells, you can actually see the trajectory of those bells before it comes down based on the webs itself. Just got her dizzy. When she runs across like that, you have to either hang on the wall or you can't float like that and heal. That's one way of doing it. She does that multiple times. When she dives down, that's pretty easy to avoid in itself. The thing about these bells is that you can actually hit them with your needle. So that makes it easy. That one's kind of easy to avoid. You can see all the bells coming downward. You just don't want to be under that. Got her dizzy again. And also, you keep having to avoid those bells even if she loses. Like, after the first part, like if there is a bell there, it could probably hit you and take off life. So you're going to have to keep that in mind. Going ahead and doing a few more attacks. Like that run and slash attack I was talking about does allow you to basically do a small little combo. Like once you do the upward attack, you can hit him again, and then once the Widow's still close enough, you can hit him with the third attack if you wanted to. That kind of makes things a little quicker. And so we're just going to repeat this process until we beat the Widow in the first stage of this fight, which just happened. Here's the second stage, and this time the Widow is a freaking savage. There's way more bells coming down. They're coming down more quickly. Different move sets. All sorts of things are happening, and you're going to have to move all around that as best as you can. This is going to be a game of reflexes at this point, on how fast you can avoid all this stuff without it hitting you. I mean, you can back up and hit some of the bells, but more than likely you're just avoiding all these attacks while trying to take this Widow out at the same time. Heal as much as possible. When you get a chance to do it, do it. Like during this move, you can safely heal. Now we're just going to be going through this, avoiding everything. All the bells are going crazy right now. And we're just going to keep attacking. We got full silk healed again. Doing that attack, grabbing the little glowing balls whenever we can to replenish our silk. I wish I didn't have to call it by that, but I don't really know the name of those glowing balls. So it is what it is. I'm calling them glowing balls. You can say what you want about it. Just got hit by another bell. Brings us down to alien hands, but it didn't matter. We ended up beating the Widow. Now we're just binding. And it seems like we're getting something new. We got a Needolin. Play ancient melodies by stringing silk along the needle. Silk will be expended, strike enemies to replenish silk. I'm not sure exactly how useful that thing is, but we'll see. Now we're stuck in some type of dimension. I don't know where this is at. Let's keep jumping up. We gotta get out of here. Alright, this one's kind of tricky. Add dash there. And then, okay, we made it onto this platform. Can we activate this button? Is it a button? It's not a button. Okay. We can actually open these doorways now with the Needolin. There it is. I don't know where this is leading us. I would think that we would be out of here. But it seems like we still have to climb up. Alright, let's dash over here. And then onto this platform. I think we're getting pretty close to getting out of here. I feel it in my bones. Alright, let's keep running. We actually found something. Alright, I guess that was the end of that cutscene. Not sure what it represented or who those characters were that were playing those harps. Let's hit that switch. It seems like we have a bench that's coming to us. Alright, let's take a seat. And we have completed our objective. We still have to seek the Great Citadel. There's one promise left, which is going to be taking a little longer than I would think. We need like 100 enemies to put in that book. Swift Step, which is great to have. And I think we're all full there. Now here, I want to actually unlock a space. Dead Bug's Purse seems like something that I would want. So we can expand a crest by holding A. This uses one memory locket. And I think that's the only one we had. Either way, I think it's going to be useful. Now we got Dead Bug's Purse in there. Need to unlock 2 other spaces, but that's gonna happen way down the line, I'm thinking. Let's activate the switch. Seems like we got a new elevator. Let's head down. Gotta see where this goes. And I really want to check out the haunted Bellhart. I want to see what it looks like now, since we did complete the objective. And it's only known as Bellhart now. We even have bugs here. Now this is hella different from the first time that we were here, actually. This bug seems pretty nice. And it's introducing itself as Pavo. Okay, that's kind of messed up. Seems like some of the bugs didn't really survive. Well, hopefully they have a chance to rebuild, which is what they say they're going to be doing. So we're moving on.
That's fine.
And this is a brand new shop. This bug's named Frey. Now this one was smart and actually stayed inside the entire time. And because it was a shop owner, it had all the supplies in there that it needed. Which is also showing how greedy it is, because basically he just let the other bugs die while he was just, it's whatever. And it's just telling us a story. We could buy another memory locket here for 330 rosaries. Everything is pretty expensive in this game. We're gonna have to find a way to get all these rosaries. I want to get all that stuff done. We might have to do that since it's in Shellwood. And we'll just go ahead and take a seat here. This is going to be the end of the episode. I feel like we did a fair amount of stuff and got some items for it. I'm going to be investigating Shellwood since there are some things that I want to find there still. And I might just travel back to the other levels in case I missed something, but I'm going to try to continue on the journey and try to see if we can find the Great Citadel. But for now, if you enjoyed this episode, I would appreciate that like, subscribe, and even slapping that notification bell. Want to thank you and everyone that subscribed to the channel. And until next time, I hope you have a good one. Peace out.